Hello, everybody. It is Kristina Dennis, the Transformational Self-Empowerment Master, and I am coming to you on Thursday. I realize that dates the videos, but it certainly helps me stay more grounded. I am back from Phoenix. It was just a one-day trip to give a little talk, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love connecting with people, and especially people that are in search of higher truth and better lives. And that, to me, is the good stuff, the really good stuff. I have so many thoughts going on in my head right now that I'm not exactly sure what I want to share today. I think a couple of them. Well, first, I'm going to be truly transparent. Yesterday, I spoke on my video about my grandfather's funeral, and I talked about the fact that I was doing something completely against what had been imparted to me my whole childhood. That, I was supposed to be quiet. I wasn't supposed to have a voice. I wasn't even supposed to exist. So it was really inconvenient that I did exist. It was inconvenient that I had the personality that I had. It was just not a great situation for them, because they were overseas and were able to kind of keep it a secret that their daughter had had a child out of wedlock. And it's an insane story, and I don't want to get distracted by the story, because the point is that I really got it in my soul last year that although I had been helping a lot of people until I was able to speak on a higher stage, a wider scope, until I was able to say out loud that this is my truth and that I have something to say, and that this stuff happened and how you can transform through it, and resilience and all the stuff that comes from, alcoholism or sexual abuse or your children's diagnosis that you weren't expecting, that it can all be used for good, and that what I have to say is important. I remember saying that yesterday. I had a short dream last night. I was doing some service work, and this man walked by, and he was an older man. My grandfather was 57 when he died. And the man turned around and gave me this look of disgust, just pure disgust. It was just a look, and it was my grandfather. And I have blocked out a lot of memories of him, so I didn't recognize it right at first. And then the important part was what I reacted. I couldn't scream. I felt like I should scream. I felt like that I should get it out, but I couldn't. And so I'm going to go do some work on that. When I woke up very, suddenly, and I didn't let it see all parts of my day. But I find, I'm very curious of why that showed up. I mean, of course, I spoke of him, and then I went against what I had been told and taught. And, he was definitely a force of, be quiet, don't cause problems. If my grandmother was upset, he would blame me and tell me, it was my fault because, she had violated she had read my diary and I had said something not so nice about her at, 5th or 6th grade, and my birthday party was canceled. There was those kinds of things. It was spiritual, emotional warfare. And so I'm not surprised, right, that it would show up, but I was surprised at my reaction. And I think there needs to be some writing. So true, authentic self here says, oh, okay, I've got to go do some work. And I love being curious about emotions, because this grab me when I'm not ready for it. I don't want to be at the mercy of any of the trauma that I survived. I want to have the opportunity to look it straight in the face and realize that I am the person in charge of my life right now, and have been for a long time. And people can't do that to me, and nobody's going to do that to my son. And if I find out that that's happening to other people, I have tools in which I can assist them. And so I want to think about that a little bit, and I'm sure I'll come back in and discuss it. I was really excited about speaking yesterday. I spoke from a place of heart, and this was the first time, I have to say, that I didn't feel completely exposed, although I shared probably a little more than I usually do. But things always get easier if you keep doing them, and that is what I ended up doing with this talk. I ended up saying again what my story was, explaining why you have to accept the unacceptable, why you have to move forward in life, how you do it, how there are skill sets that you can use, that it isn't just some people are strong and some people aren't strong. There are ways to get forward momentum, and forward momentum is everything. Even if you're going back and looking at some stuff in your past to help you understand why you're doing some things in your future. As I said, if you don't clean up your history, it'll bleed into your future. And so we do this work. And because of that, I feel like I have the opportunity of anybody else who didn't grow up the way I grew up, who didn't have some of the challenges that I had. And I can do anything. I am Kristina, and I am changing, and I am strong. I feel strong. And I didn't think that was possible 2 years ago when I was at my lowest after the divorce and my, being alone with my special needs son who was getting bigger and bigger. I didn't think I could get out of bed. I didn't think I could take care of myself. And here I am, today I ran 5.5 miles, and I am, going to go work another 10 hours for, something that I committed to. And that is all because of the work that happens. So if you've got something that's knocked you off course, let's say you used to have it, used to have more of a forward momentum, or you have something that has come in and derailed you and knocked you off course, visit Transformational Self-Empowerment and download the book. Okay, it's a free book. I don't get anything from it. It's just an idea. It's a set of activity steps that you can do so that you can help yourself move from whether you're a little stuck or whether you really need to get in and do some serious work. This is a great entryway. So I am going to put some oils on, and I'm going to go face the day, and I'm going to let the dream that I had last night about my grandfather sit on the burner somewhere, because this is not the right time for me to do it, and I am in charge of what happens in my life now, so I don't have to react to it or get to the bottom of it. I can wait until it starts bubbling up. I also can do some writing around it, and I can talk to a trusted friend. So it's all there for me, just like it's all there for you. So I hope you have a great day. And if you haven't had a chance to check out some of the other videos, please do. And if you have something that you would like to talk about, go ahead and post it. I would love to have more conversation about how we're all getting through this life and how we're all transforming with circumstances that maybe we weren't expecting, things that are out of our control, everything. All right, have a great day.